Hi, I'm Tom Loucks, City of Marshfield's Communications Director, and thank you for joining me on another episode of Connections. And today, my host, Jodi Sweeney. Thank you for joining me.
Hi, thank you for having me.
And you're the one that has been helping us with our pool, Marshfield Outdoor Aquatic Center. But Jodi, I'm going to let you introduce yourself to our audience and what you've been doing for us. I know you've done other projects here, and you can elaborate on those for our viewing audience that may not know you.
Great. I'm Jodi Sweeney. I'm president of a capital campaign consulting firm called the Sweeney Group, based in Madison. I live in Madison, but I spend an awful lot of time here because I have helped with a number of projects, successful capital campaigns, starting with the library campaign that raised about $5.4 million for the library and the community center. And then I helped with the athletic facilities, which raised more than $7 million. And so your city is on an incredible trend of community improvements that is attracting people here and keeping people here. We're now working on the pool, which is just an incredibly fun campaign. I started by doing a study to see, could we raise $3 million in private donations to match the city's challenge grant of $3 million. And frankly, we expected the community to say, we've done lots of private fundraising, we're tired, and we got exactly the opposite response. What we heard is, we are incredibly proud of what's gone on in this community over the last 5 or 6 years. We see the difference that all these campaigns and all the private giving has made, and we'd really like to continue it. So we launched a campaign to raise $3 million for the new outdoor athletic facility.
All righty. Well, your experience with the library as well as the new athletic field really fits in. It really helps to know a lot of the people living here in Marshfield, and that's a great asset for our city, the people that live here and the people that are going to want to use our pool. And I guess that leads right into, I think a lot of people know that we're hoping to have this pool ready to go in 2021, I believe. What I wanted to talk a little bit about is some of the unique pieces of like 100 extra families. I'll say extra families.
Okay.
But can you touch base on a little about that with me and how what we're looking at with 100 families to help donate to the pool?
Right. When we did the athletic facilities campaign, we did 100 extraordinary women who wanted to support athletic facilities. We put a little bit different twist on it for this campaign because this is really a family pool, a family aquatic center. And so we are asking 100 families in Marshfield or in the surrounding communities to each pledge $1,000 over 3 years, $333 a year, and they will have their names or their family names permanently listed on the family gathering shelter at the pool. So after the new aquatic facility is finished, aquatic center is finished, you'll be able to come, bring your family, and see your family's name in the gathering shelter. We have just launched this a couple weeks ago, and I think we have between 15 and 20 families who've committed already. We have about 15 what we are calling lifeguards, and those are people who are going out and talking to other people in the community. I got an email last week that said, I have 6 families signed up. So it's exciting. There's lots of talk about it around town, and people are very excited. So our goal is to sponsor the gathering shelter, which is a total of $100,000, by bringing lots of families together.
All right. So $1,000, and they can spread it over 3 years,
right?
Making it a lot easier on anyone's pocketbook. And what they need to do is that's handled by our community foundation. Is that correct?
You can either contact Justin Casperson at the Parks and Recreation Department or go to Stacy Schultz at the Community Foundation. The Community Foundation is an incredible partner for us. They are managing all the money, tracking it. My firm tracks it as a double check, but the Community Foundation is just a great partner for us. There's a pledge form. It's very easy to do. and we would love to have families join us. We will also have a special grandparents component because we're hoping that this aquatic center is for every single age group in the community, and we're hoping that grandparents may want to be part of this as a special group. They may want to come swim in the aquatic center, and they may also want to bring grandchildren for a long time to come.
Yeah, and that's a great idea. And they can be a part of the 100 families
Absolutely.
as well, the grandparents.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
And
So-
we're talking about whole families, different generations, all coming together, which makes the $1,000
Yeah.
more possible.
And that's a great way to look at it. It could be a family of 40 people.
Absolutely.
So you say the Sweeney family.
Right.
It's not just Tom and Angie. It's a way to split that up amongst themselves.
Yes.
And then make that donation, that one donation for $1,000 or more. But I don't want to stress. Anybody can donate any amount.
Right. And may I say, the Sweeney family's already given. And let me just add that we will be having a big event next July, and we're working on the date right now, so that every family who is part of this, if you have to have made a pledge, we will have a big family event. We're asking each family to bring 4 members of their family to this big event. It'll be tons of fun, and it will be, you can be among the last people to be in the HEFCO pool before it is closed and construction begins. So next July we are going to be having a big party specifically for the 100 families that are partaking in all of this.
Yeah, that sounds like a lot of fun, and that would be the end of quite a few years of HEFCO pool.
Right.
80 plus
Yes.
years. That is a lot of time, and then hopefully 2021 it will be open. That's our goal.
Correct.
So the construction season would pretty much happen also partially through the winter time, I bet.
The schedule right now, presuming we raise the $3 million, is to close the pool in mid-July and then to try to have it open in June of 2021, so we only lose a portion of a swimming season next year.
Yeah. So your role in this is to help guide us.
Correct.
And you have meetings quite often, at least once or twice a month, and then you're collaborating with us over phones and email and you name it.
Wonderful volunteers. We have a couple different committees, and we have some people who are helping us in the background as well. We have 4 co-chairs, Bob McManus, your mayor, and his wife Cara, and Ben Lee and Dr. Ruin Disanyaki, who all 4 of them have agreed to be co-chairs. We have a whole leadership team that is helping going out and talking to donors. We have many naming opportunities, so you can put, in addition to 100 families, you can put your name on the water slide or any one of things, so I'm helping organize that and talking to donors. We also have an honorary committee of people who endorse this project, love it, and they want to be part of it. And many of those are helping us behind the scenes.
Yeah, well, a lot of work to be had, I should say.
Correct.
To get this going. Is there any kind of drop-dead deadline or deadlines that we have to meet to make this happen by July of next year?
July is really our drop-dead deadline. We would like to finish the 100 families by the end of March, and we're hoping to get the majority of the campaign donations pledged. That doesn't mean that the dollars are all due, but we'd like to get the pledges also by March of next year. If we go a little bit over that, we can do that, but this is a very quick campaign. Usually it's about 18 months to raise this kind of money, so we're doing it very quickly.
And we are raising $3 million
Correct.
With our city council matching the other $3 million.
Correct.
And I just spoke with Steve, and that is built into the budget for 2020 already. So that's a great thing. So that's already a done deal. We just need to get those funds raised with your help and all the groups' help that's been out there.
Right.
And like I say, any kind of money will help.
Yes.
Any $1, $2, please stop by the Community Foundation, call Justin over at the Parks and Rec, or
Correct.
even can stop in at City Hall. They can help direct as well.
Yes. We will be happy to help people make a gift any way that's easy for them.
Yes, definitely. And earlier you were mentioning about giving levels, and there are quite a few different ones.
Right.
I know you mentioned that the slide, and that's something that you had done as well with the athletic stadium over there as well.
Yeah, there were many naming opportunities. People were really proud to put their name, their corporate name, their family name, or to remember somebody who's passed away. We're doing the same sort of thing here. We've gotten a couple of wonderful gifts to start us. The J.P. Adler family has named the atrium and lobby in the bathhouse, and they gave a gift of $250,000 to do that. Prevention Genetics has named one of the water slides. They've given a gift of $150,000. Again, those are pledged over 3 years. And I think what's really exciting is we've just begun this. You do a lot of strategic planning before you go out and start to talk to donors. And nobody has said no. Everybody has said, yes, we really want to make a gift. The DeVetters have named one of the family changing rooms. Dr. Parker and the Meyer family have named lifeguard chairs. So we have lots of people, and really everybody has said, let me give, let me help. This is something we need for Marshfield.
Most definitely. And this is going to be, like we said earlier, at the HEFCO Pool site.
Correct.
But it won't be called HEFCO Pool
No.
at this point. So right now, is there a naming rights to that if someone would donate?
That if someone would like to give us $1.5 million, you can put your family name on the aquatic center forever.
There is some really good PR material that has been done by some
Right.
volunteers as well. And if they want to
beautiful
pick
material.
anything up that might help them, can they pick up any other pieces?
Absolutely. They can stop by the Parks and Rec department at the community center next to the library. We have materials for anybody. We also have yard signs, so if you want to say, I support the pool and I believe in this and I think it's important for Marshfield, you can put a yard sign in your front yard. We also soon will have wristbands, so anybody who wants to show their support for the pool can wear a bright blue wristband that and we want to see those all over town.
That would be great. I've already seen at least a couple, I think 1 or 2 signs in some yards.
Yes, there are.
The Historic District has a few,
Yes.
I've noticed. So they're very nice, and again, they're free.
Absolutely.
Come and get one if you want to. If you support the pool and would like to put it out in your yard, I think that would be great. And Justin over there will probably get one for anybody.
We have lots of them.
And then, like you say, those wristbands will be coming out as well. And Heinz and Printing has helped us a lot as well.
They have
right?
been wonderful. They also are a community partner, the same sort of way that the Community Foundation is.
Yeah, because our campaign community partners are the city, Heinzen, as well as Marshfield Area Community Foundation.
Correct.
Am I missing any? Those
Nope.
three, right?
Those are
Okay. And then we have an honorary committee, which is a lot of different people in our community, planning committee, and your campaign co-chairs, which you had mentioned, and then the 100 Extraordinary Families Committee.
that is all those lifeguards
Yeah.
who are out talking to
That's the
families all
lifeguards.
over town. Right.
Yeah, and if we can get 100 or more,
We would love more.
that would be
love
great.
more. Yes.
And I guess if that was to happen and we did have more money, could it be used for the pool? I'm just curious.
Yeah, every dollar that we raised will be used for the pool. There are always some cost overruns. There are always some things that are wish list items. So if we raise more than $3 million, we will certainly be able to use those to just add some new amenities that the
Yep.
$3 million budget does not allow for.
Well, it's really not, $3 million is a lot of money, don't get me wrong.
Yes.
But we're talking about a facility that will be here for 30 years, 20 years.
If not longer.
If not longer. And what it serves is amazing for families to come. And you see some places in the Dells or other communities that it can be 18 to 20 million dollars.
Yes.
So I think the committee and the Common Council has really worked a plan to have a pool that's $6 million with the amenities that I've seen in the video are amazing.
And I think it's important for people to know that there was a tremendous amount of planning that went into this. Years with many people on it. to look at, they looked at more than 20 different possible locations, and the current location of Hefco Pool was chosen for many reasons, one of which is that it'll help it develop, the pool will help develop the south side further, because there's so much going on the north side of Marshfield. It's a place where many kids can ride their bicycles, and it is a location that will connect to the park and the bear pen. I mean, it will be a real center in Marshfield. It's also one of those places that every family can come to. We see this as a real economic development piece. Many families now go to Wausau or Stevens Point or somewhere where they do have aquatic centers with all of the facilities. So all those dollars for lunches and dinners and gas and everything are leaving Marshfield. We will keep them here. Also, there are many, many businesses, beginning with the Marshfield Clinic and going on from there, that need to recruit employees. And we want to make sure Marshfield is a competitive community in terms of recruiting people and having them stay here for long careers.
Yeah, definitely. Live, work, and play is what we want to say. And recreation is so important to all families. But you know, our new generations, it's really important. I think we find that out in any of our studies. You're finding that out in a lot of your work.
Absolutely.
You know, you find out that now the younger group, even millennials, want to live upstairs in apartments, and it's a cycle.
Yes.
We get to see that from, you know, living a long time and get to see what that cycle is. But it's different. The cycle's a bit different. I bet you could say that as well in your career and life of seeing some of this come back to fruition. Small businesses Marshfield's very strong in that area, I noticed, with their downtown.
Very much, yes.
And why not have a pool to support those? You can't go wrong. And then they're not going out, and everyone's together.
It's been very, as I said in the study, we really expected people to say, we are tapped out, we have given, and we have given again. And absolutely the opposite. Everybody is truly excited about this project for the recreational opportunities, for what it will do for families of all socioeconomic levels, but also what it will do for the community as a whole.
Yeah, definitely. And if we look at even Wenzel Plaza and what that has done.
Absolutely, that's a great example. And wow. And a lot of communities have gone that route. A lot of communities are going with aquatic centers and outdoor aquatic centers. You rarely see an indoor one that often. No.
So, and I think a lot of communities, and even ours, and through the studies, it's an outdoor. We really want an outdoor.
And you have a marvelous facility in the YMCA, an indoor facility. But we're in Wisconsin, it snows a lot, and when during the summer months, you want to be outside. So people really wanted an outdoor facility where they can, enjoy the summer.
It is. It's a totally different feel than being inside, and I look forward to it. And I know we're out of time here. We got to get you over to our community center.
And I have one last thing to say. And on our $3 million goal, we really have just begun, and we've already raised more than $570,000 with just a couple of requests and a couple of gifts. So we are on a roll, and you will see some other gifts coming in very soon. So we are extremely excited about the momentum for the campaign. It
really is, and I appreciate you coming here and introducing yourself as our consultant, right?
Correct.
For this, and I think it makes a big difference to have your skills here. Not all of us can do that as well. I mean, there's a whole other area where we're into city related things, and I think it's a great benefit to have you here, as well as when we have a construction manager for our pool as well. Same idea. These are great ideas, and it keeps us on task, and a really good chance to make this, it will come to fruition.
This is a lot of fun, and it's more fun because you have a remarkable community. Marshfield is an amazing place to live, and we're going to make it just that much better.
You know, as our viewers, I'm going to bring the information as they get it to me, and it's public knowledge. I'll bring it out. As we raise funds, we have a thermometer on our website. I'll bring it out here. We'll have it on our TV. We bring that there now, and as soon as we can update that, we will have that on there and let you know where we're at. And But we appreciate any gift of any size. Go over to the Community Foundation or the Community Center. Go to the Parks and Rec Department. They're open Monday through Friday. And if you want to donate online, you can go to the city website at ci.marshfield.wi.us. And again, thank you for joining me on our Connections program for the City of Marshfield. And I want to thank you, Jodi, for coming by.
Thank you for having me.